Okay, hi everyone, welcome again. Today we're going to look at another machine. Today's machine is called DC1. It's a series of machines. I will try to go over most of them. Today we start with one, then I will make another video for the rest of the machines. So we will start quickly by identifying the IP address. Um, so let us- okay, we found the IP address. Quickly make note of it. The next step would be to perform the port scanning on port 119. Okay. So as usual, we just use the normal port scanning for all the ports and in aggressive mode. We see that we had port 22 open here. We see that we have port 80, port 111, and 4485865. Okay. So straight away we start with the enumerating the port numbers, sorry, the directories. See if we can find anything interesting. At the same time, I will use GoBuster just to cover the ground. Okay. That seems that's a web page here. Okay, so this web page shows me that we're using Drupal as a CMS. I can confirm that by using what web on 119, and that should confirm if it's Drupal. Yes, it shows me it's Drupal. Okay. Anything else? Okay, if we need, I know there are a number of scripts for Drupal that could be run. Group scan, that's one of them. Okay. Okay, we have the admin, which is pretty much the same as this web page. Let's quickly see if we can see any information in the source code. I have a clear attack vector here because I know it's a Drupal, but just in case if there is any hint left on the web page that might help us discover a new attack vector. That's why I'm using these tools. Okay. I will need to get more details about that web page. So what I can do here is I can use Nikto and hopefully Nikto will be able to give me more information about the Drupal web page that we're using. Hmm. Yes, it's the same page. Pretty much the same page. Okay. Okay, let's stop this here. Wait for Nikto to give me any details. Quick search on search exploit. You can see that we have Drupal 7 and Drupal 7 we have multiple scripts. Some of these already exist with Metasploit, but I don't want to use like these. I don't want to use Metasploit to exploit them. The exploit called Drupal Gaiden. So we can go ahead and try to download this, but let's just confirm the version first. Here, hopefully we can get some information. hmm So far, nothing interesting. Clearly, it shows that it is Drupal. Oh, it shows me it's Drupal 7. Okay. So that means, yes, definitely it's Drupal 7. So there are different uh, exploits. The one that exists here called Drupal Gedon 2. Um, you can go ahead and use it, that one. I tried it and it didn't work. I tried this one. Unfortunately, it didn't work. Um, Online, I found another one here. This is the one that I found and shows you how the executable works. So what we can do is go ahead and I don't need this anymore. So let's call it Nano. What was the name that was used? I would like to stick always with the naming convention. It was called Drupal Gedon 2. Drupal Gedon 2.py, and I'm just going to paste it here. Let me delete the top one. So so you just go through it. So exploit it, accept your URL, and then enable me to submit an OS command. Okay, so these are the two parameters that are expected there, and we can see yes, actually these are the two parameters that were accepted here. So what we can do, let me save this. The way to run it, it requires apparently, yes, we can run it like this. Let me try. So first of all, we need to make it change mode into executable. And if I tried it like that, then put dash H, give me error. So probably then, let me try to run it with Python. Python 2 could be a syntax error based on, okay, so it's Python 2. Okay, so it accepts these two parameters, the URL and the dash C for the command line. So potentially what I can try to do now is That takes too long, so I will stop that process here. What potentially I can do is create a listener on port 4444 and try to inject a command line, a shell code here. So let me just put it this way. So that's what it is. So I will put Python Drupal, then I will put dash h, which is HTTP, then 192.168.0.18. That is my URL, and dash c, that should be the command line that I'm going to type, and that command line I'm going to use ncat. Now again, it might be useful just quickly. Okay, so potentially you need to put it inside a single quotation. That's good. So I will put ncat dash nv. That would be running. Sorry, that's my mistake. That should be the IP address of the victim, 119, and that should be then my IP address, 192.168.0.18 on port 4444. And what we can do, we can try to add dash e then sh. Okay, so that should, if everything is okay, that should work, and I should get a shell. Let's try it. Interesting. It didn't give me any error message. Let me check the IP addresses. Oh, my mistake. I used 4000. Okay, now that's better. So now I have a shell. Straight away, I will copy and update the SSH TTY, uh, probably using Python. Okay, so I'm already here. Fabulous. Now, so ls home. Okay, I can see there is a flag called flag4. Let's try to read it. Cat home flag4. Oh, sorry, it's a directory. Then cd home flag4 ls cat flag4.txt. You can use this same method to find or access a flag in the root, probably, but perhaps it's not the easy one, or maybe it is. Interesting. So, can use this same method to find or access flag. So, find or access. So, probably find is something interesting here. So, what we can do is, let me see, sudo dash l, if sudo dash l, if there is anything. Oh, sudo dash l command not found. Okay, so I cannot use sudo. Okay, let me search then for the SUID and the full executable. So searching for finding, again, probably that was a hint. So let's look for full access right with the find, and the SUID with the find as well. So there is nothing with the full access right. What about the, okay, there are some files. What do we have here? Well, we find. Okay, so now I understand what the hint is. Find here and find there. Okay, makes sense. So quickly, let's go to GTF, and GTF find. Okay, it was for the setuid. Setuid find. Okay, if the binary has a SUID bit, it doesn't drop an elevated privilege. It may be abused to blah, 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 blah. If it is used to run sh-b omit-b argument on system like Debian. Okay, so I don't need -b if it is on Debian. Let me check uname -a. It is Debian, so that means I don't need it. So potentially what I can do is, let's try to get this, paste it here. It might as well work with the -b, but I just want to make sure that we don't have that issue. Now, in order to run it, what I need to do is to cd to where the find is, which is user bin. Then I can run that command here. And now I have a shell. And you can see it is inside the root. So potentially I can ls root, the final flag, cat root the final flag.txt, and that is the flag. Okay, so that's basically a very simple machine, how we can hack into DC1 and perform privilege escalation. Okay, guys, I will see you in another video. Bye for now.